There's nothing more satisfying than walking into the garden and picking dinner straight from the soil. Today I'm harvesting everything from garlic to juicy tomatoes, and I can't wait to show you how much food this little patch has produced. Okay, it is time to pull this garlic out here. I've got 2 rows of Italian purple garlic, and the bottom half of the garlic, all the leaves have died off, so that's when I know that it is ready to harvest. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay, that one looks pretty small. That's disappointing. This one looks a little bit thick, sorry. That one's a little bit better, but I'm not really seeing any separation in the bulbs. This kind of looks like one big bulb. Okay, that's puny. These are all so small. How tiny they are. Okay, that's really disappointing. I think the problem was that I got these in quite late and it rained so much at the end of summer. So yeah, because I purchased these as already sprouted bulbs, they were sitting over the other side when we got the cyclone back in March and got waterlogged, and I couldn't get them in the ground because the weather was so bad. So they didn't do too well at the start, and clearly that has affected their growth. But you live and learn. I'll let them dry out, I'll cure them and see what happens, but a bit of a disappointing start to the garlic harvest. Pretty small. So these here are elephant garlic, which are obviously a lot bigger variety, and they're doing really well. I started those from bulbs back in April, and there I can see how thick they are, so I think they're going to be big ones, but they're not going to be ready for another few weeks yet, probably November. Okay, it's time to pull the rest of these carrots out because I need this space to pop in some more celery, so let's see what we can find. I'll let these ones grow a little bit bigger, and I've been harvesting every few weeks carrots as I need them, but I need the space now, so these need to come out. This is the Corona variety, so they're pretty good size. A little mini one there. So I planted these probably 5 months ago. I was hoping to get bigger ones, but I'm pretty happy with the ones I got at the start. They were quite large, and these are tiny. There's a wonky one. Tiny. Not too bad. Okay. So some small ones there, but some medium ones as well, so not too bad. That one. That's a purple atomic or purple dragon, I think. It's a cool colour. Okay, I need to harvest some of this celery because it is ready. And I want to start having more green juices, so it's time for this to come out. Not too bad. have been picking stems off these for cooking the last few weeks. That's a decent size. Those stalks are a good size. And the good thing with these grow bags is it's like self-blanching for the celery because they don't really get the sun. And I have a lot of celery for juicing. That's a good size one. Good size stalks. So I'm pretty happy with this celery because if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I've been pretty crap at growing celery. And these are actually decent. Look at that one. It's like a store-bought celery. And it's pale green on the bottom, so it's not going to be too bitter. Okay, this one over the back's a bit scrawny. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to use this bag, move it around the other side and plant some more potatoes, which is probably going to be way too hot for, but I'll give it a go. I have a tomato here that I had to bag so the birds don't attack it, but it's definitely ready to pick. This is the Gross Lizzie. Beautiful. I have one remaining cherry down here that I'm about to pick. I've been waiting weeks for this little guy. I don't know if he's quite ripe yet, but I lost the other two to birds yesterday, so I'm gonna eat this now so I can at least get one cherry off this tree. Okay. Let's give it a go and see what it's like. There's the seed. It's pretty good. It could have been a little bit sweeter. I knew it wasn't quite right, but I just don't want to risk it. Being taken by the birds, I did cover it up with a net last night just to make sure. The other two that got taken were perfectly ripe, so that's why I'm devastated they got taken, but I'm happy that I got one cherry off my little cherry tree that I've only planted about 3 months ago, so very stoked, and it was pretty good. Can't wait for next year when I get loads more. So these cucumbers are vining up the trellis and they're starting to produce lots of fruit very quickly, which I'm really happy about, so let's pick all of those now. Oh, this one's big. That's a bit of a whopper, isn't it? Get that one. Over here that are growing up these trellises here. This is Lebanese variety. And there is one big one in here. That is a good size. They probably get a bit bigger, but I like them a little bit more juicy, not too woody. There's another one here. A good size. I'm trying to train this up, this trellis, but it's not really getting the idea yet. Hopefully soon. And I have some Paris Island called lettuce down here too, which I've been grabbing the leaves off, which has been great. Good size. Okay, so this onion here, if you can see the neck of it there, is flopped over, so this is ready to pull. The rest of them aren't flopped over yet, it's just this one, so I'm gonna harvest this one. That is a decent size onion. I'm pretty happy with that, so I'll let that cure for a few days before popping it inside. Pretty happy with that. It still amazes me that all this came from just a few raised beds. Growing your own food doesn't have to take a huge space, just a bit of care, patience, and love for the process. Every harvest feels like a reward, not just for the food itself, but for the time spent outside connected to the seasons and the soil. Thanks so much for spending this harvest morning with me. If you enjoyed seeing what's growing here, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more backyard gardening inspiration. And I'll see you in the next one.